And we can just dance the night away until we can no more shake all the hurt away. So you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Okay. Nothing has happened. We haven't moved. I just started the next one. Okay. So actually, I'm gonna kick you, and we're gonna put Mox. I needed to make sure to put Mox and her first, and Gwyn, so that we don't have our healers in front. If we have to split, then we don't have healers that are splitting. Okay. Do we have... I don't think we have to worry about space in my inventory. Yeah, I think I still have plenty of space. Oh, look at this. I like this. I like the little bushes and water here, by the way. This is actually really pretty. There's something very soothing about that. I think this is like a nice pale color. It's clearly like a geyser thing. Okay. Oh, a Forgotten Keeper. Hello. Do you have something to say? Do not fear me, human. I will bring you no harm. Here at the threshold of the dragon's lair. Don't know what you're doing. The great dragon Glint eagerly awaits your presence. She has been expecting you. What is in her lair? It is very hard to find, very, very hard. Glint keeps herself tucked away inside a pocket dimension, inside a single grain of crystalline sand. You could search the desert for 1,000,000 lifetimes and 1,000,000 more and still never find her. The only way to gain the access of the sand is through this portal. Step through the other side and you will begin your last leg of your journey. Okay. Simple. Find your way to the great dragon, survive the test inside, and you will prove yourself worthy of meeting with Glint. Okay. Yeah, we're meeting Glint. See, this is going to be interesting because I wonder what Glint looks like versus what she's pictured in... Huh? Depicted, yes. Sorry, I was trying to think of like how to say the first part of that. Depicted in Guild Wars 2. In Guild Wars 2, her and her daughter are quite cute and pretty, but this is an older game, so I have no idea how well they're going to handle dragon effects. Not that that's saying anything bad, mind you. It's just, you know, they had models and they worked with what they got, and that was, you know, the best they could do. So, we're going to start and hope. Oh, wait, hold up. Cancel. Oh, I forgot. I just saw that you could have 2 more people. It's fine. You can have 2 more slots. I have 6 in there. Defeat the faucet of light, nature, chaos, darkness, elements. Now I remember this from Guild Wars 2 because this instance was really cool and very confusing for me at the time because I wasn't paying attention to the story. So I was just like, "Ooh, crystal! Wait, we hear dragon voice. We hear a voice in our head." I know I could, but I kind of started it. I don't know. I was like, I just started it. I kind of wanted to do it. But I'm gonna see about adding a healer. Maybe adding... I don't know if a protector will help. There's a cultist, fighter, protector. I don't think there's a guardian. Protector probably be the closest thing to a guardian. They have a fighter, but I already have an elemental on my team. He's a hero, so he's better than just a basic. I'm thinking cultist. It's not a mage user, but it's something. I also had a really good time last time using the cultist. His skills are fun. At least they look fun. For me. For the enemies, not so much. Hello! Glint does not often accept visitors. If you wish to meet her, you must make your way to her lair. Okay. This looks like something I can't walk through. Oh, the bush is pretty. Okay, I like the bush. That must have been a really difficult thing to do. We go to the portal. I hope she's like as cute as her daughter is. A lot of people did not like her new form, Rena's new form. They liked her baby form. I think that her baby form was cute too, and they could have stuck with similar tactics or similar like appearances. Oh, it's not that. It's the fact that she looked like a crystal dragon. A lot of people didn't like the almost like a opal kind of color scheme going, where she's just kind of pastel colors. I think they were trying to go for rainbow and white combined, but it honestly just makes her look faded in a lot of ways. I think if they just wanted to go with a white dragon, it would have been fine. Or even a white dragon with, I think they should have went with a white dragon with blue and purple. Or little bits of color on her body that were different dragons, like themes, you know? Like having a little bit of just colored scales. Remember that fish from that book as a kid? The one that gave away all those pretty scales? Yeah, there was a kid's book about a fish that had all these beautiful scales, and he gave away all of them to everybody in town, and they all had these beautiful one beautiful scale. It's called rainbow fish, I think. And what ended up happening was he gave everything to everybody, and then he ended up with only one pretty scale, and the rest of his body was relatively dull looking. And he he was like the prettiest one was like a gold scale on his skin. But like the whole book was just about how him giving to everybody paid off because people came back and gave him, were there for him because he was charitable. I actually didn't when that book was out. I did not like it as a kid. You know why? The funny thing about that is that the book. I think my teacher wanted it to be a moral of how sharing things is important, and it makes you. It fills your life with better things because you have friends to share it with. Because when you theoretically share with people, you get things, they become your friend, they got your back, that kind of thing. But I hated it because as somebody who was a people pleaser, even as a child, that is not what I read and what I saw with that. I saw the fish giving away every part of himself to other people simply because everybody else was wanting parts of him and not doing better to improve themselves. It really kind of made me sad because it was kind of like for me the moral came off differently, that if you sacrifice everything you end up getting you get to keep less of yourself. It'd be different if he was trying to share his toys or something, but he's sharing physical scales of his body. I hated that book as a kid. Like I said, the pictures were pretty. I liked the pictures. I just didn't like the moral behind it because it just felt wrong. I felt wrong. I couldn't really explain either because my teacher. You shouldn't give everybody everything just that you were given by birth. I think it was supposed to be like a symbology for being born wealthy, giving back to charity and stuff. But because it's a physical scale, it's like, oh yeah, sacrifice your hair because I know you love it. It's pretty. But everyone else is unfortunately unable to have those things, so you should share those things. But I think it's because I'm a people pleaser, and for me, it came off more like, oh yeah, so it's expected of me to sacrifice everything for myself. It's not like and I want to say that the character start off being pretty full of himself, and thinking, and whatnot, and then he started sharing with other people because of guilt or because people pressured him to it. It wasn't like he one day saw, hey, I think for me, I remember the book right. It's been a long time since I read this kid. Well, and the other thing is that in the book he shares everything, and then they're there for him. That he has help after that because they all pay it forward. But that's not necessarily how it actually is in real life. In most cases, as a people pleaser, that's not what happens. You give and give and give, and they take and take and take, and you have nothing left. But what should have been the case, is that they should have had it to where you, he saw everyone else not having scales and then wanted to share with them. Because genuinely sharing is different than sharing because it is expected of you or because of pressure. But like I said, I can't remember the story all the way. I just didn't like it. And my teacher asked me why I didn't like it. And I was like, I don't know how to explain this to you where it feels like the fish is being taken advantage of. Yeah, like I said, but it's been so long since I read it. That was the problem about being dyslexic as a kid. It's not that you're stupid. It's the fact that you're trying to express how you think and it just doesn't come out right.
I think it's more of like, a couple words you didn't know yet.
Well,
Until years later.
it's such as that they slip through your fingers. So sometimes you want to say a word, and even you've caught me now as an adult doing it too. It's a very common, normal thing, but it makes things so much more annoying when you're just trying to communicate with people and you're unable to do that, you know? Because especially when you know deep down that you should be able to do those things, you know? I think that's what makes it horrible, you know? Because like I said, kids are smart. They know. I'm like, I had like one teacher who was really nasty, and she goes, "Oh, especially kids, they're just special. They don't know that there's something wrong with them." No, we know. We compare notes with our classmates. We know something's wrong. We just don't know what, and that's what makes us frustrated. Granted, I didn't have as much problem as other people. I won't lie. But anyways, it's kind of weird because it's like when you like want to try to explain a concept that you don't know how to explain to like it'd be like trying to explain lying to a baby, you know? Like you know how to explain it in your mind, but it's hard to get the words out that a child will understand. So the same thing is with an adult in reverse when you have dyslexia and any kind of learning disability or process. It's like, how do I explain my feelings about this in words? Because I feel this way, that's all I can tell you. It's not too bad. I thought we would die here because of ambushing. But this isn't turning out too bad. Oh, sorry. Clicking the wrong one. But yeah. I don't know. But yeah, like, I always felt that fish story was sad. Because it felt like you were sharing things. But yeah, like I said, I feel like maybe if Irene had her scales just different colors, like, you know, every other scale was like that, kind of like how that fish is, she would look beautiful. And it'd be fine. Like I said, I don't really like the paler looking myself either. I feel it's kind of meh. I do like, though, that they have a legendary weapon set of hers that, wait, do we need to kill everything? Or is it just... Hold up. I need to see if we need to kill everything or if it's a, just defeating things. It just says defeat things. It doesn't say it as a bonus, so I guess we should just go and try and defeat it. Like, just go and find it, because it's somewhere. There's the Forgotten Keeper over here, which is probably the bonus event. Yeah. We're having a lot more easier time. That's an older phone. I keep most of them. Because there's actual information on them I can't get off. I need to charge them, honestly. I do it with most of my old phones. I tend to keep them for a few years and then throw them away. Okay, I think this is our little boss fight here. Maybe? No? Okay, it's just the room leading into it. They're taller, I just noticed. These seem taller than the ones we encountered in the desert. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because we're more close in this map. This map is more like an oversized room than it is actually a thing. Yeah. I like how when it turns, it doesn't just, like, she doesn't, like, whip around. She, like, full on, like, 80 degrees just slips into place. Like butter. Just, like, re-coordinating. Rotating. Okay, much better, much better, much better. I think my character's a turret. She doesn't when an enemy is in front of her or beside her and she has to rotate an entire 80 degrees. She doesn't move. She just spins on her axis. So I have theories now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come here. We'll stay right here. Everybody here. Stay right here. We don't want to bait the enemy over and have to do a 6. I mean, if they want to deal with it now, that's fine. But I just don't want to deal with the dragon on top of the thing, the enemies. I really miss Glint. I think the only time we get to see her in Guildfish 2, she's dead already. Like, well, I don't know if actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if she's dead. Honestly, I don't know about Glint's other siblings. Glint has siblings, or at least she had siblings. I wonder what happened to them. Wouldn't it be interesting if there's some of them are still alive? Like she's got a sister out there in the mist. But like, well, they mentioned that she's got siblings. They just don't mention what happened. There were like 3 eggs before Glint. One's dead, we know for sure, because we witnessed the fact that the god of war killed him, basically. Little shit. Ooh, look at the floor.
You mean Aureen's brother?
Yeah, Aureen's brother's dead.
Yeah.
We think that the
In a no after
huh?
Well,
No. Okay. I'm pretty sure that there were 3 eggs, and Glint is one of those eggs. They Aureen was put into I think into slumber, or the eggs hatch at different times. It's either that they hatch at different times, or Glint's last recent egg was born. Because I can't remember for sure. We found the egg in Glint's base of operations. Yeah, in the base of operations, it was in her actual little world. So it's possible that before Glint died, she had 1 more egg at a different point, but the other 3 eggs were born about the same were hatched at the same time. I don't know what happened to the other 2. We know 1 survived and was raised by the
you want me to throw this out?
no, that's actually a cooking utensil.
I can get you another one.
I don't think. I don't know.
This is nothing special.
It's whatever. Fine. I don't care. Just I'm trying to do things. Oh, nice. We got some new enemies. Spiders. I like the branded looking spiders. They're kind of cool looking. Anyways, but we know she had 3 eggs. I don't know if all 3 survived though. We know that 1 survived, which is the male. But I feel like it would have been cool. They're not able to attack us through that. I think it would have been cool if we had some of them survive and disappear. Because the thing about the other eggs is that they were not made for the purpose that Glint was. Because Glint was, I think, either foreseen or was specifically crafted for her position. So her brother was groomed the same way as far as like they were properly taken care of. The Exalted, that was it. The Exalted took care of them. The Exalted took care of them and made sure he grew to understand things, but he had his own role to play, and it wasn't what Aureen was planned to play. That's the impression I got from the story, and I think they mentioned several times that he was meant to do something completely different. I don't really know what his goal was. I need to look it up. It's really fascinating. But yeah, I know he got killed. It's also really sad though because there's like evidence of the brother being murdered on that desert map. There's like his like scales everywhere, or like shards of his branding. It looks, I think if I remember correctly, it's like a green and yellow kind of color. It's kind of sad. I almost wondered if he wouldn't have been the opposite of hers, where he was like green and yellow, gold colors, and why she was green, like blues and purples. You know? Alright, come back over here, guys.
officer so we get one at a time.
Oh no, he definitely did. That's why I said that I found Crocker Torque's last words to be so compelling, because he wanted to die. Like, he literally wanted you to finish him off. And I honestly think that all of the dragons had that conscience. I want dialogue from them. I want them to tell you how they felt about it, like what they thought. Like, I think Morgemoth would have been really like proud of the Savarian that actually came from out of that fight, because they can't be mentally controlled as easily, because the ones that obviously are very weak-willed died in that fight because they were killed or executed afterwards. But like the ones that prevail, like theoretically, if you play as a Safarian, canonically you survive that fight. And if you are playing as like another character, then Canucks is like a surviving person that if you bring him with you and that stuff. Yeah, like I said, I think it's such a cool concept. I guess that this is chaos, but it's not really. We're like organizingly taking this. Maybe that's the joke, right? Or the part of this thing. That this is chaos, but there's lots of creatures here and they're all here, but if you slowly pick them off, the chaos has subsided. Because you take control of the situation. I'm gonna go with that. I keep trying to jump over stuff, because I can jump over stuff in Guild Wars 2, but I can't do that in this game for obvious reasons. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to decide if I could like walk over some of these, or if they're just there as like a little picket fence. I think they're a little picket fence that you can just walk over, that you have to walk around. Yeah, so we end up taking the easier. I was taking routes I could get to. Can I get over this? No. Okay. We could actually take them. I have arrows. As a ranger, this isn't really that chaotic. Here we go. Oh, he came to us. How lovely. Come back over here. We fight chaos. We don't care. We don't care about the other thing. There we go. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong ones. There we go. Now we do it. Okay, cool. I was wondering why we were getting so many hits, but I think it's because they walked around while we were fighting it. It's okay. We actually got our boosted, so we're not less debuffed. That's nice. I don't know what buffed us. I'm guessing just doing things. Just doing the event is boosting us up. I won't lie. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of like history. I think it would be neat to see what Crocker Torque and what they all would have thought of you. I also wondered if Zaitan was even aware, or if he was lost, because he could have had some level of awareness, but his awareness faded fast because he's dead. He's an undead dragon, so the dead magic like affected him more quickly. Like he deteriorated in a way. Ooh, it's so green. Kind of a green-yellow color. Ascalonian warrior. Why are you here? He's level 5. Why did they let a level 5 in? Useful my butt. The man is dead. You know, the funny thing is that this trial makes way more sense I don't know for sure if the trial in Guild Wars 2 is based off status effects. One's like magic throwing, one's like this one's poison as a damage thing. Different combat situations. But in Guild Wars 2, it would make sense that you being tested for combat things because you're being destined to kill, to rise with the dragon, her daughter, to fight the Elder Dragons. Oh, I keep forgetting that I like these bushes. They're very pretty. They look like sparkling glass. Huh? Oh, I was like, why? Alright, there we go. We're doing pretty good, I think. Nice. Nice. Defender, of course. It's so green and nasty in here. Lovely. I should have put on my sigil if I had known I'd get poisoned a lot. It's okay. There's a lot of Ascalonian soldiers in here. Why? Oh, the green crystals are so pretty. Like the floor. The jade. Oh no, the jade! The corrupted jade! Quickly, get Aurene! She hasn't been born yet. Bring her here. Clearly, she's corrupted. I guess I'm not close enough. Ah, okay. I was like, where's the enemy? I was looking for the next part of the tunnel to see if I could find where we need to go next. And then it occurred to me, I'm like, wait, that's a dragon over there. We're gonna take out all the minions. We might as well. I don't think this thing prevents poisoning from occurring, but it does give us a little bit of armor. And that's kind of nice. It just gives us armor against elements. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if poison's an element. It makes sense if it was. Well, I know, but I mean, like, in the context of damage. Like, if poison in this game is the same as ice damage. Because I have an elemental resistance thing. I feel like so, but that doesn't make it so. Let's go over here. I think it should be because undead is kind of just that. It's an element. Death magic, essentially. That's what necromancers use, is death magic. Darkness. Did you guys, are you the darkness dragon because your poison causes blindness? That's what I want to know. I'm just asking, you know, just curious. Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. He's just not amused by that. Ooh, this is what I was recognizing. The Crystal Guardians. That was a very common one in the other area. They were fighting elements. No, yeah, see, it's light, nature, chaos, darkness, elements, and strength. That's what it is. So they're like different aspects of combat, but they're not based off elements. So my element skill might actually be useful for this one. Because these are all elements. Elementals. You know, it'd be weird, but I don't know about that. Let's just think about the fire dragon. Would the fire dragon be of light? Or would it be just of flame? Because Mordrim would be nature. You know. Chaos might be Kralkatoric. Or maybe elements, because he used to, his crystals could be used to like some, you know, to harness it, because he's got the crystals, so it's basically like magic dragon. I don't know. These don't match up with the dragons. I was just curious if they did. I was trying to think in my mind what they did. Some of them are too vague. You're doing pretty good. We're gonna successfully get through 2 chapters. This is great. I don't know what the boss fight's gonna be like, if there's gonna be one. I feel like there's gonna be one.
Of course there's gonna be one.
I mean, like, I don't know if there's gonna be one after the last 2. I'm on the last 2, which is elements and strength. And I'm almost to the elements boss. Based off the pattern. Do you like the sparkling traps? Are pretty nice. Hmm? Oh, money. I like money. Let me have money. Alright, let's keep going. We keep going. I know I probably shouldn't have walked through that, but it's fine. Okay. Alright, everybody on the other side. This is very useful. There we go. I guess we should go ahead and just fight the elements. We need for XP purposes, but also I think so that we don't have to deal with going through traps. Because I don't want to fight the elemental boss in with debuffs. Lightning buffs. Half moon. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get rid of them. Alright, that was 100 gold that I dropped there. That's nice. Alright, let's go. We go now. Okay. The last one. Strength. There's bridges here. There we go. There we go. Reactivated that. Okay. Alright. Let's keep going. I don't know what knocked us down. We're not being attacked by anything. Unless we get periodically knocked down in general. That was bullshit. I got knocked down twice. I was knocked down. I was heavy taking damage the whole time. Alright. There we go. There we go. Feathered longbow. Okay. Alright, let's go. There we go. Interrupted my own chant, so I wouldn't waste it. I'm gonna try it on the final boss. Thank you guys. They gave me enough time to utilize my strengths. Okay. Come back here. There we go. We're doing pretty good. I was a little concerned with the hitting and then not being able to get backwards a little bit. Okay. Okay. I'll head over here. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now if we can proceed to not die, we'll be doing great. Okay. There we go. Nice. Did a good job. I was prepared for it to heal another round, for it to knock us down. Ooh, that was good. Nice, nice, nice. Now I wonder if we have... Oh, there it is.
It was almost 800 years ago when I foresaw the Flame Seeker prophecies. You have ascended and awakened the gift of true sight that lay dormant within you. The moment has finally come. You are the chosen I have been waiting for. While you've been in the desert, the rest of the world has changed. Let me show you. As you know, those who you once called friends have become enemies. Their souls are darkened by a deep secret. The unseen gods they speak of are nothing more than a terrible and fearful race of spellcasters known as the Mersat. As I have foreseen, the Mersat will meet their demise at the hands of the Chosen. Their stranglehold on the lands of Krita and beyond will be broken. For years, the Mersat and their human disciples have hunted down the Chosen, murdering them to prevent the prophecies from coming to pass. But you have slipped through their fingers, and your friends now pay the price. The one called Marcus betrays them as he betrayed you, and if you do not hurry to their aid, none will survive. Many have already been taken captive. Their souls will be reaped upon one of the 5 bloodstones, just as the chosen you witnessed being slaughtered in the Mahuma jungle. If this happens, no magic in this world or any other will bring them back. Of the future, this you must know. Your story does not end in the mountains. Your true destiny will lead you to the west, to the Ring of Fire. Seek the flame, for within it lies the power to destroy both good and evil. This portal will take you to the Shiver Peak Mountains. I know you have questions, but there are some things you must know, and others that you must discover upon your journey. Go now. Save your friends. They will not last through the night.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like her spikes, but I also feel like she looks like she's been through work like crap. See, she's got dragon eggs over here. She has several clutches of them. I'm just more curious to ask her about it. She's got a lot. Defeat Glint. Why would you defeat Glint? Oh yeah, because they took her eggs. That's right. I don't know if I want to actually do that, but this is a bonus event, so I'm curious. It's kind of cool. Because I just remember that there were humans that stole the eggs. And that's how some of the eggs got lost. I don't remember full extent as to why they stole it. I feel like it's because they asked their queen sent them or something. But I don't actually know. I was just wondering if I walked over if it would tell me anything about the eggs. I didn't really want to take them myself. Okay. Yeah, they took one of the eggs. I want to like check it out because it's kind of interesting. Okay, so we have reached the next part, which is this area. Now we're gonna move on to the next game, which is, I believe, Elder Scrolls.